High in the Peruvian Andes at over 5,100 meters lies a place closer to the stars than any other city on Earth. This is La Rinconada. It is not a city of peaceful contemplation, but one of brutal survival. It is the highest human settlement in the world, and it exists for one reason: gold. Tens of thousands of people have been drawn here by the promise of fortune, building a lawless boomtown on a glacier. Life is a daily struggle against the elements. There is no running water, no sanitation, and the air is thin and freezing. The ground and water are poisoned with mercury, a toxic legacy of the crude mining process. The miners work under a cruel system known as Cachorreo. For 30 days they work for free. On the last day, they are allowed to carry home a single sack of ore, gambling that it contains enough gold to feed their families. It is a lottery of desperation. La Rinconada is a city of contradictions. It sits on a mountain of gold, yet its people live in extreme poverty. It is a place of incredible beauty and unimaginable squalor, where the dream of wealth is paid for with health, dignity, and the environment itself. It is a raw, brutal look at the human cost of gold. In La Rinconada, the highest city on Earth, the price of gold is not measured in money but in human lives and a poisoned planet. Here the pursuit of fortune has created an environmental catastrophe. The ground itself is toxic, the water is a chemical slurry, and the very air is a threat. The biggest killer is mercury. Miners use it to separate gold from ore, handling the potent neurotoxin with bare hands. They then burn the mercury amalgam in the open, releasing clouds of poisonous vapor that settle over the entire city and are inhaled by everyone: men, women, and children. The health consequences are devastating. Mercury attacks the nervous system, causing uncontrollable tremors, memory loss, and kidney failure. The air, thin with altitude, is thick with silica dust from the mines, leading to incurable lung diseases. With no sanitation system, human waste and toxic runoff contaminate the ice that serves as the only source of water, spreading disease. This city above the clouds has become a sacrifice zone. It is a place where the earth is being systematically poisoned for the metal it holds, and its people are the first victims. For every ounce of gold extracted from La Rinconada, a heavy price is paid in contaminated water, toxic air, and broken bodies. In the Peruvian Andes, a glacier is dying. This is the story of its murder. La Rinconada, the world's highest city, has become an engine of environmental destruction, unleashing streams of poison into a fragile alpine ecosystem. The quest for gold has left an irreversible scar on the planet. The degradation begins with the mining process itself. Water, laced with mercury and cyanide, is discharged directly onto the ice, forming toxic rivers that shimmer with heavy metals. These streams carve through the glacier, carrying their lethal payload downstream. This is the city's circulatory system, and its lifeblood is poison. But the pollution doesn't stop there. The glacier has become a landfill at 500 meters. Decades of garbage and industrial waste are frozen into its surface, a suspended layer of decay. Towering over the city are mountains of tailings, discarded ore that leaches acid into the watershed with every rainfall, sterilizing the ground it touches. What happens in La Rinconada doesn't stay in La Rinconada. These toxic streams flow down from the mountains, poisoning rivers and lakes that communities hundreds of kilometers away depend on. This is not just a local disaster. It is a catastrophic failure of environmental stewardship, creating a toxic legacy that will long outlast the gold it produced.